And we're talking today with Maryanne Crist. She is the Director of Development and Community Engagement for the Midland Theatre in Newark. And Maryanne, thanks so much for being here with us.
Oh, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Well, first of all, for those who have never been there, the Midland Theatre is something special, especially to the community there in Newark. Tell us a little bit about the Midland Theatre.
Well, the Midland Theatre opened originally in 1928. We did very well, and then the theater actually closed in 78. In 1992, Dave Longaberger purchased the theater and started an 8-year, $8.5 million renovation. In 2000, the Longaberger family gifted the Midland Theater to the Newark Midland Theater Association. So we are a nonprofit community theater.
Well, tell me a little bit about the association. Who's involved in that, and how does it work?
We have a board that assists us, and we have a staff of 4.5. So we have 4 full-time employees and 1 part-time box office representative.
And I know that the Midland Theatre is really a part of that community and a real source of pride for the community.
Absolutely. We belong to the community. We write grants to be able to bring school children in for field trips. And one of my favorite questions, and they come in and they look up and they see all the beautiful chandelier and all of the grandeur artwork. They ask all the time, who owns the theater? And my answer is, you do. It belongs to the community. So we've had everything from weddings and church services and graduations, celebrations of life, and of course, we've had beauty pageants and different shows as well, all different genres of music.
Well, how busy is the theater?
Well, actually, for the past, even during COVID, we never shut down. We trickled for a moment, but we never shut down. We actually had the court system reach out to us in February of last year and ask if they could rent a facility to host a week-long murder trial. So we never closed. So that's one more thing that we added to being part of our community and helping our members out in need.
We're talking with Maryanne Crist, the Director of Development and Community Engagement for the Midland Theatre in Newark. For those who've never been there, where's the theater located?
We are located right in the beautiful downtown around the square in Newark, Ohio. We are at 36 Park Place. Same place we've been since 1928.
And I assume it started out as one of those grand old movie houses.
It did. The very first thing we did, December 28th, 1928, was a silent movie. And the week later, we were the first theater in town to do a movie with sound. We were actually one of 11 theaters in one point in history in Newark. So it's pretty cool that Dave Longaberger thought enough of us to purchase and restore and gift it back to us.
Absolutely. That was a great thing to do for the community. Talk a little bit about what's your website address?
The website is www.midlandtheatre. It's midlandtheatre.org. And that way you can find all of our shows. And we're going to be actually doing, you mentioned movies, we're going to have a summer movie series. So during July and August, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we're going to have family movies, some of the classics, and they're going to be free to all Licking County seniors over 60. It's a $5 ticket for all the other guests.
Oh, it is so much fun to see those old movies on the big screen, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Well, tell me a little bit about how the board that runs the theater comes up with booking the shows that are there during the year.
The board actually doesn't run the theater. So the board are our assistants. They kind of guide us and support us. Uh-huh. We have a new executive director, Chris Skinner, and Chris works to secure all of the events that we have, whether it be the comedians or the artists that we book to the theater. And it depends. A lot of it has to do with the schedules they already have, whether we can have them around in this area. We try to do things that interest from all different genres. So we do a lot of classic rock. We do a lot of country. We've had comedians, a little bit for everybody.
And what kind of reaction do you get from the professionals who are touring and they come into Newark? I bet they're surprised to see such a beautiful theater there.
They are. When they come in, we've had artists from all around the world that come in, and they always do a rehearsal earlier before the show. And they come in, and it's just them, and it's a closed theater. And for them to look up at the beautiful chandelier and see just the historic preservation that Longaberger took such pride in doing. They love coming to us. A lot of them we have returned time and time again because they just love performing here, and they love our guests.
How many people does the theater seat?
We hold 1,241.
That's a pretty good size, so you can do all types of different shows there.
We can, and one of the perks is, when you go to see a show in Columbus, you've got to find a way to park in a parking garage and find a way to get there. And here it's free parking downtown in the evenings for all of our shows. There's many fantastic restaurants that you can find on our website to have dinner. Come down, and you can be back in Columbus within a half hour and 40 minutes and leaving an amazing performance.
Well, speaking of the website, why don't you give us that address one more time if someone didn't catch it the first time?
Yes, it's www.midlandtheatre.org, and that's theater, Theatre.
Maryanne Crist is our guest today from the Midland Theatre in Newark. She is the Director of Development and Community Engagement for the theater. And Maryanne, talk about this year's lineup. What are some of the shows coming up?
Got some really cool things coming up. We have Backstage with the Beatles, going to be May 12th, and it is actually with Bob Eubanks on the Newlywed Game Show. So he toured with the Beatles for 4 years. So Bob's going to be coming to town. He's going to tell some stories about the Beatles. We're going to have a documentary, different pieces up on our large LED wall. And then there's going to be a tribute band. So it's kind of a trifecta, a little bit about history and entertainment about the Beatles.
Well, that does sound like a lot of fun. Well, what are some of the other shows?
We have Nashville Night, and it's featured songs and stories from some Nashville rising stars, Carter Winter, Allie Colleen, Angie Kay, and Stephen Henley. We have ABBA Fab, which is an ABBA tribute. We have Croce Plays Croce, which is going to be kind of a cool one. It's Jim Croce. His son, A.J. Croce, performs a lot of his father's songs.
Nice.
We have Keeler and Company, that's coming July 27th, and then the always popular Travis Tritt will be here July 29th.
Is there any one genre that seems to be more popular than others?
A lot of our a lot of our guests request, like I said, that old classic country and the old classic rock.
Oh, yeah, that's always a lot of fun, especially for old people like me.
Well, and classic is becoming, depends who you speak to as far as classic. So those arcs are getting younger and younger. So we're trying to incorporate. We did have the Gin Blossoms in a couple months ago. So trying to bring some of the new classic in as well.
Yeah, I was watching a TV show the other day, and they were talking about a Britney Spears song that just turned 25 years old. So maybe that's classic now, too.
But, it's crazy. It blows my mind. But, yes, that's true.
Well, we've been talking with Maryanne Crist, the Director of Development and Community Engagement with the Midland Theatre in downtown Newark, a really cool place to go and to see a show. If you haven't been there before, it's worth a trip there to see that. And Maryanne, one more time, how can people get a hold of the Midland Theatre schedule, and how can they get a hold of someone if they want to talk to you about the theater?
Absolutely. Again, our website is www.midlandtheatre.org, and that's theater, Theatre. They can always give us a call here at 740-345-LIVE. The box office is open 9 to 4. Give us a call if you're interested in purchasing tickets, or I love giving tours of our beautiful historic theater. So give me a call, and I'll show you around.
Okay, Maryanne, well, thanks so much for taking some time and talking with us today on our Columbus Concerns program.
I appreciate you having me, Mark. Thank you so much.